Hi.
Again, on Rudy Ochoa,
Okay,
he was able to bond out. They let him out this morning. He's here in court.
you mind bringing him up?
I'm sorry?
Do you mind bringing him up, please?
Yes.
How was jail? Good. You pick up another case, you violate conditions. Next time it'll be doubled, triple, maybe quadruple, depending on what happens. I'm not asking much from you. I'm asking you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs and obey the law. And if you become a danger to society, there's only one place. Do you understand?
Sir.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not asking you to split the atom here. Just be nice. It's not hard. So bond condition will, so this is Ochoa Lacan.
Yes, Judge.
I'm letting pre-con know that. So he's in the jail, doctor? Yes, page 29, guys. No drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis. Alex, can you run his license to see if it's eligible or not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whatever happened with the investigation that they were doing, do you know? With the interference?
I checked them. They didn't file anything. Nothing new has been filed.
Alex, do we know anything about the investigation? Do we know any other further charges that are potentially going to be filed?
I don't see anything about the sexual assault investigation, so,
Okay.
and also his license is, I apologize, just closed out, not eligible.
I'm ordering you now not to drive. Your license has been suspended, probably due to the administrative license revocation hearing. So I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me today, Mr. Ochoa. You're not allowed to drive. Do you understand? We had them check in the system now with DPS to see if it's eligible or not eligible. And it is not eligible.
And Your Honor, you are correct, it's the ALR suspension.
Do you understand? So if you drove here, you may not drive home. You got to find somewhere else, someone else. Do you understand? You violate these conditions. Like I said, you're going to be signing an affidavit. This is a promise you're making to me not to drive. And I'm telling you, there's no better way to see me really get upset than to drive when there's a no driving affidavit. Do you understand? It is your responsibility to get with DPS to try to figure out how to get your license back. And if you do, and you get liability insurance, I'll take this off. But until that point, don't drive. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. We will have you sign a reset. After that, you'll pre-chop for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Okay?
Judge, if I may, he is here this morning on the DWI. The interfering is set for Friday. Is there any way we can handle
No.
both of those today?
Have you come multiple days?
Okay. Come back on
Kidding,
Friday.
of course.
I was like, thank you, Judge. So
Yes.
are there going to be different conditions for that or the same
No,
conditions?
it'll be all in one. That's why I was in the interference. I was wanting to see if there's a complaining witness to forbid him to have contact with, but it looks like the interference is just with an officer. So I'm not going to put any conditions on that one. Everything it just rides on the DWI. So you know what's expected of you. You're skirting thin ice. Be careful. That ice breaks. Okay, that way.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care.
Judge, can you do the PC form for the interference?
Okay.
Good morning, Judge. Again, on Javid, we've gotten in touch with the complaining witness on this case. And
Hello, I'm ADA Talada. I'm filling in for Conrad.
Come up. Come up. Yes. Ms. Turner, I truly appreciate your tenacity. I really do. But The allegations to me are serious. And guys, keep it down, please. And I don't know if I'm ready because I don't want something to happen. It's too soon. It's too fresh. I don't want something bad to happen. You
Is it
know,
possible for us to keep the address restriction and just do no threatening and harassing?
that's what I mean. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's what, I'm,
Because they have no contact at all if we do no threatening and harassing. They can still
don't have
communicate, but they,
contact. That's the point, is I don't want you to have contact with her. The allegations are serious. You allegedly threatened to choke, you allegedly threatened to kill the family, do it overseas, and it's in a repeated fashion.
she said today that that wasn't true.
That's
I don't
not what
know
I was
that.
told on the recall, sorry,
Okay,
that's not what I
okay.
was told on the recall. She said that those statements were prior incidences where he had made those comments, and that the incident in question where he made the threat, the consequences of calling the police, she's claiming that he never made the gesture, but I don't have the body cams to watch it to see if that's actually what was said, which is why we're holding off on making a decision.
So what is your position? Your position is to keep no contact?
My position is no threatening or harassing. Based off of the complaint, it was very clear that she doesn't want the restrictions. And I think that they will contact each other anyway. So rather than setting the defendant up to violate his bond
No,
conditions.
no. There's no setting anyone up. We're clear what the consequence is if you try to have contact with her. I don't want you to have contact her for the time being now. I want you to appreciate the fact that you're not to have contact with her, and I'm warning you, don't do it. There will be severe consequence if you try to have any contact with her, if you try to use anyone to relay any kind of messages. If I deem you a public danger, Mr. Javed, I'm telling you now, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to make it very high. Perhaps in time, yes, but the allegations are there. I find them disturbing and I don't want you to have contact with her. I know that your lawyer has really worked hard for it, so don't blame her. It has nothing to do with her. It's all to do with me. And I'm ordering you now not to have any contact with her. Do you understand?
Yes.
Don't blame her. If you want to blame anyone, you blame me. But for the time being, no means no. It doesn't mean maybe. It doesn't mean I've got kids. It doesn't mean I've got to get my car payment. It doesn't mean I got to get my house done. None of that makes a difference to me. My only concern is public safety. That's it. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm not ready yet. The allegations to me are very troubling. And I get the fact that people try to either renounce, mitigate, recant, but I'm not ready yet. I'm just not. In time, perhaps, because, I'm always willing in time to, modify. It's just too soon for right now.
Okay.
Are there any kids in the relationship now? Good, wonderful. So there's just no reason for you to have contact with this person for now. There's no reason. Don't. Time heals all wounds and perhaps we can change it, but for the time being, no contact. Come back in a couple weeks and then we can redo it. And then I want you also to give you guys sufficient time to do a full rip, take time to do it the right way, not in a rush when you've got other, a gajillion things going on as well. And I appreciate you really coming down to help out as well, okay?
Problem, and I'll make a
So-
note for Conrad to have a more in-depth discussion. with her.
The other thing is I'd like to talk to her as well, before, because I'd like to talk to her to tell her that, the ramifications, not to ever feel any type of fear. No one, absolutely no one should have to live in fear like that. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't, imagine having to walk on eggshells because of the fear that if you make someone mad, they're going to explode. No one should have to live like that. So, and I'd like to impart that, that's it. All right, so, Mr. Turner, whatever reset you want, if you want to do a week, 2 weeks, whatever you'd like to do, I'm okay. I'm just not ready. And understand that, just. I bet, best probably not the same. Okay, all right, thanks. All right,
I'm making that note for Conrad now.
thank you. Hi, council. Coming up. Hey, of course. Hey, what's new?
How are you?
Hey,
Didn't realize you
Hi.
had created for the holiday.
yeah, so we're gonna expect you to be in costume in about, 2 weeks as well. We all will be. So,
I'm on call that week, so I told my second out if he wants to be Catwoman, I'll be Batman, but I don't know if we're gonna actually end up doing it.
And I'm already in costume.
As. It's a good costume.
I'm faking it, Judge.
Who you got?
We have Mario de Jesus. I'm sorry, I lied. Horacio Vijaro.
It's a bond.
250-6632.
250-6632.
Yes, Your
Sir.
Honor.
Okay. Oh, is this the one where there's a dead body?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so,
And we do have family in the courtroom, Judge, just so you're aware.
okay,
My division chief is currently in trial on an intox man, so I'm hoping to sit down with her in the next 2 weeks so we can go over this case and make the final decision about whether or not we're gonna upgrade it. Matthew and I have been in pretty much constant contact about it, but
the issue, is it causation?
Causation, Judge.
Always causation, always causation.
She's been great. I mean,
I know, I know her well.
I keep
Great.
telling him to spread the rumor that I'm very difficult to work with, but he won't do that.
What do you get? So you want more time?
Yes, please, if the court doesn't mind,
Yeah.
2 or 3 more weeks and I should have an answer.
Okay. I mean, I've not gotten any violations. I've gotten everything
sir.
good so far, so, okay.
And you did
Yeah.
want to talk about bond,
there's
right?
one other issue, Judge. If we can address just one of the bond conditions. He's on GPS, got Scram. He's abiding, but his curfew hours, he's just having issues with work.
Okay,
Instead of 7 to 7, push it from 6 to 8.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, just I don't want him out in the middle of the night, but I'm okay with that. Absolutely. That's okay. And if you want, 9 to 6, I'm okay with that. What did you say you want?
9 P to 6 A.
Okay, yeah,
That's how I think. Judge.
okay, totally. So just let pre-trial know and then we can amend the conditions and then it's getting up there. It's 180 now. So at the next setting, we gotta, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay.
Very nice to see you,
Okay.
All
Judge.
right,
See you,
guys.
Judge.
Take care, for sure.
Jairo
Ay,
Jose
ay,
Macero Bárcenas.
So guys, he's got to be here at the next setting.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Judge, this is an ordeal.
Dang, really?
At least I didn't make it go out that way.
Do I need to sign this one too? No? Hi, good morning.
We need to approach on a motion to serve.
Okay, just. It's on the docket today, right? Mr. Crozier has bond violations.
And he's in,
He's in custody now? Okay. I'll sign your motion to sub. What do you guys want to do?
I'm looking to try to reach a resolution today.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, because it's 656 days. So yeah, whatever you guys want to do,
Thank you.
for sure. Okay.
Bring them out here. Judge, I got a plea and then two fugitive cases come out.
I guess let's do the plea
Wait,
while they're bringing them up.
NWA NNE.
NWA.
Is it Nguyen? Nguyen?
Wayne.
Nguyen?
1A. The end is how it's doing. Order in the court for plea. And that's, you don't have to put anything, anything, just hand that in, okay? And select the current request. That's first form.
So
Time served on the meeting, Judge.
what do you do with yourself these days, Ms. Swanee? Sorry? What do you do?
I work at Whataburger.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do this? You realize it's going to go on your record.
Yes, sir.
You realize you're only making life more difficult for yourself, right? The more convictions you have, the more difficult you're making life. I mean, you need to understand that life doesn't get easier as you get older. It gets more difficult, and the more convictions you rack up, the harder life is. Just not many people are going to give you a job if you keep getting convictions. So no, I guess you don't want to do a deferred.
I asked her about it, Judge, and I told her that she could avoid the conviction if she did deferred. She has no convictions that I saw. She said that she wasn't interested in that. I mean, if you're.
There is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. But that would be at a minimum, 9 months. You got to stay clean, no alcohol, no dope.
Order in the court.
You've no interest to try to keep this off your record?
I have a job to keep myself busy, so
Great.
I plan on staying out of trouble and staying out of the way.
But nevertheless, you're not interested in a probation to try to keep this off your record? Are you sure? Okay. You need to understand that this is going to go on your record. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. This is a lifetime decision that you make today. The other thing that you need to understand is that if you ever run from the cops again, because it's an evading arrest, which is an enhanceable offense, they can use, if you ever pick up another one, they can now make it a felony offense instead of a misdemeanor, because they can use this to enhance you. You understand? Okay. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change it. So are you sure you want to do this? There were no other offers, I guess, no PTI, anything like that?
No, Judge. The circumstances following the.
Okay. If you change your mind within 30 days, perhaps we can do something if you get buyer's remorse. Typically, but you got to understand, this is not a good day for you. This is not a good thing that's happening to you. You're only hurting yourself even more. Do you understand? Stop picking up convictions. Stop getting into trouble. All right, you know that from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail, minimum of 90 days for anything you pick up. All right, how do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to, is it 3 days?
2 days credit for 2 days.
Oh, yeah, okay, 2 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. I will roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, Ms. Warren. Okay. Thanks.
You have Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Rubio, they're both waivers, Your Honor.
Okay. Gonzalez.
This is
Rubio?
Gonzalez and Rubio. Yes, sir.
I gave him to.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Buenos días, señores. Buenos días. Good morning.
Both of you guys are wanted from other states, and you're being,
Usted está haciendo,
Order in the court, please. I can barely hear the judge and I'm right in front of him.
you're being brought out because you guys are wanted for one reason or the other. You are Alejandro Gonzalez.
¿ese es su nombre? Sí. Yes.
You're wanted for out of the state of California for receiving stolen property, motor vehicle, unlawful driving or taking of a vehicle, resisting, obstructing, delaying of a peace officer or EMT.
Demorando policía a un paramédico.
Are you waiving formal extradition?
¿Al señor?
Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yo firmé ahorita. I just signed.
Did you want the 14 days for them to come pick you up?
14 días para que ellos vinieran a recogerlo a usted. Sí. Yes.
And you must waive formal
Tiene que
extradition.
renunciar a extradición formal.
No sé.
Sorry, I didn't know. Usted ya habló con su abogado, señor.
I guess.
I
You have,
just believe the way you're, and he's understanding the question is being lost in translation, Judge.
Pregunta.
You want me to ask him?
¿Quiere que yo le pregunte? Mire a su abogado.
¿Vas a renunciar a pelear que te extradicen? No. ¿Sí o no? No es ok, es sí o no.
Eso, si digo sí,
Es
lo
para
que
que te
firmaste.
vengan en 14 días.
es lo que firmé. Sí.
you want to waive formal.
¿Quiere renunciar a extradición formal? Sí. Yes.
Mr. Rubio, you are wanted out of the state of Tennessee for first-degree murder.
Asesinato capital.
Are you waiving formal extradition, sir?
¿Extradición formal usted?
Okay.
Habla más fuerte.
Yes. Okay, guys, we wish you the best of luck. Take care, and we'll wait for the respective jurisdictions to come get you.
Thank you.
Las jurisdicciones a buscar.
Your Honor, I'm here on Mr. Enriquez. Judge, this is he was on a, yes, yes. Your Honor, he was on a he had to come back last month to prove that he did his IoT SOP classes. I believe he did, Your Honor.
He's behind it. It's like $860.
Ouch.
Oh, $930, sorry.
Come up, Mr. Enriquez.
He's completed everything else.
And Judge, he does have the,
So are they withholding all certificates until he pays it?
So these are the supervision fees, so all the fees associated with the program. I don't know if they want to waive the fees, so we could be done today or.
I asked, I just emailed Brenda. And Brenda said they can't wait for probation, according to her.
The moment you pay these fees, the moment they dismiss these cases, when can you pay these fees?
I'm not sure. I don't want to give you an exact date and not fulfill with it, so.
He told me in the hallway potentially 2 months, Judge. They asked for a 4-month extension. Could we get 2 months?
It's going to be under bond condition during that time as well. You know, you're going to have to pay, longer you take, the more you're going to end up paying in the long run, because you're going to have, what do you have now, an interlock?
He has sober spam.
Soberly. All that costs money. The longer you take, the
I
more.
understand. That's why I've been backed up on it. RPL told me he would talk to y'all about, dropping it or potentially reducing it.
Tried, but it's not up to me. It's up to the DWI. It's their program. It doesn't run with me. They're the ones who filed the dismissal. They're the ones who, write the terms. I only do the resets and either grant or deny the reset, But at some point, we need to put this baby to bed. It's 710 days old.
Yeah, I know.
We can't just keep it open forever. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you working?
I'm a waiter at Papacitos. I mean, I'm just doing what I can right now.
So pick up double shifts.
I mean, I tried to, but,
I worked at Papacitos, I made a killing.
me too, but I mean, I'd be paying off my bills and stuff.
Where do you live?
What was that?
Where do you live?
I mean, I live with my parents right now. I'd be paying them bills.
You're living with your folks.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like if I'm living by myself, I had to pay rent, other things, utilities, so. I mean,
Do you
everything.
pay rent with mom and dad?
Yes, sir.
So if I call your mom and dad right now and I ask them if if you're paying rent, they're gonna tell me yes? What's the number? Let's do this. I need to give you a deadline to have this done.
I
We
understand.
can't keep this open forever. It's on you. If you need to get a second job because you're living at home, are you doing anything else besides working at Papacitos?
I mean, I just cut hair on the side. I mean, I got my barber's license, but
Okay, barber's license is not, you're gonna have to perhaps get a third job and then, but you need to do what you need to do to get it done. I'm not gonna hold it open forever.
Could we get 2 months?
I'll give you 30 days, but it's already 710 days old. I'll give you 30 days. If you don't have it done by then, I'm gonna set you for trial. We can't keep going. You need to do what you need to do. Are all the fees from what? And when was the last time he made a payment? That's unacceptable.
Like the last payment I see was November 14th, 2023.
She was paying for the classes. He was paying for the IP.
And then the breathalyzer and all of that too.
The fees are for drug testing, supervision, the assessment fee. And, oh, yeah, that's it.
So the assessment one was 300.
The $300 for the assessment fee.
But it's been 2 years.
A bit over a year.
Well, since the, you said what?
November 14th,
Yeah, it's been a year.
was the last payment.
It's time. You need to get this paid. Start working double shifts, do what you need to do to get more money. Okay? So we'll give you 30 days. You got to come back in 30 days and see where we are. If you've not made a payment in 30 days, things are not going to go well. You understand? Okay. All right, guys, I'll see you in 30 days. Hey, you ready? Hey.
Judge, I was approaching again on Dr. Roger Byrne, one from Florida.
Okay.
He had some people coming over from, on Friday, as well as having trouble getting a flight direct. So what he's done is if we could set it for bond forfeiture on Tuesday, he has a flight confirmed for that day to come back for his first.
He's
appearance.
flying in on that day and we're going to have court on that day?
He's got a, yes, sir. He's got a 6 a.m. I told him that. He said he'd.
That's not a wise move. Every time that happens, Murphy's Law dictates. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I do. I'll tell him that he's having a lot of trouble getting flight. There's a lot of pressure on Southwest Airlines. The flights coming in and out of there right now because of the hurricane that went straight through there.
There's no other flights?
Well, there are. I'm just saying, but it's on him, right?
You said he's a plastic surgeon, right?
Used to be. He's an old retired plastic surgeon now.
Did he sell the practice?
I don't know, but I bet.
Typically what they do is they sell the practice for millions and millions of dollars.
They
So,
don't. You know, they spend as a doctor, they're worse than lawyers, who spend every dime they ever make.
well, that's not, you know, it's not what you make. It's right.
If we could set it for that Tuesday for bond.
I will give you that, but after
I
that,
also filed a notice of appearance as well.
we got you. But let him know if Murphy's Law and he's not here, no more extensions.
I'm with you.
It's on him.
I'm with you.
Done.
Thank you.
Thanks, friend.
See you Tuesday.
See you then. Hopefully.
Well, I'll see you. I might be in here begging you.
No,
Sorry.
no.
But I
No.
told you, but a judge.
As much as I love you,
I know, Your Honor. It's a feeling mutual. I'm telling you,
it's an honor and a pleasure.
always.
JL, are you ready?
Judge, I think I need a selfie with this.
Please.
Well, we're working on it. There was a miscommunication, but we're almost there.
Okay. Sam? Hey. What's up?
Hey, I'm here on Marcus Richards.
Oh,
Oh. No.
you've had such a history with Marcus Richards. Such a lot of history. What's, wait,
I haven't had any other cases. I've been on this one a few months.
I've had, huh, so what's going on with him?
So we're still waiting on a RIP call. I think, I have in my notes from July that they were trying, and then they tried again in August.
I tried again yesterday, Judge, after we had it to do for the investigator in the past too.
Is the CW? Is it someone who doesn't want to be found? Are we,
That's quite possible, Judge.
is it an exercise in futility?
What's his name is Donald Radu. I tried contacting him yesterday. I tried contacting the witness yesterday. I had no luck. I mean, I was going off the information that the previous investigator gave us too, because we had to get him on it to locate them. So I just made.
And an NCIC on this.
We did. We
And?
couldn't find anything.
Really?
Yeah, we just did, Judge. So I have reached out to our investigator now, and I've asked her to try to locate them. I've spoken to defense about this. There is an open felony case. I've reached out to felony. I emailed them.
Is there an offer in the felony case?
There are 2 offers in the felony case, I believe right now. Yes, there are 2, 3 years TDC and 6 years TDC. No, sorry, just the 3-year TDC.
Okay.
So I've reached out to felony. If he accepts the 3-year TDC offer, then, but
What's the next setting over there in felony now?
it's December 3rd, Judge.
And what, do you know what they're gonna do that day?
I just emailed them. I don't know what they're gonna
Know
do.
what's going on?
I don't know for sure. I have an idea, but I'm not sure. I'm not on that one.
There's no box checked as to what they're doing. Evidence exchange.
I saw that the offer for 3 years TDC up in felony went in yesterday. I don't know.
Offer that they've given.
There was another one before that was withdrawn. So this is the only offer on the table
Was
right
the
now.
prior one the 6 years?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so they went down. That's, yeah, he wasn't probably amenable to 6, you know? What do you want to do?
I feel like I need to give deference to felony on this one. If he accepts the felony charge, then there's no reason to continue with ours.
But we gotta, at some point, we gotta say when,
Yeah,
you know? So I'm happy to give you to the next setting, but at that point, it's either plea or trial.
yes,
We
Judge.
can't just keep holding it. By then it'll be what? 270,
Yeah,
you know?
I think it was filed in March, so yeah, I think we're 7 months in.
I think,
All right, so next setting is plea or trial, and that's it. Or,
If we don't have a complaint anyway.
yeah, Judge,
we'll set it, you know, I mean, you know, I'm with.
and I'll get with our investigator again. and
Don't worry
she-
about it. I mean, you got some time, but just know that that's,
Yes, Judge,
Yeah,
we
okay.
completely understand.
all right, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you, Judge.
I believe you
Danielle,
guys
you
together,
ready?
Judge. Thank you for the courtesy. I appreciate it. This is,
Hanging out with our,
I love the decorations.
do you want to bring up your client?
Mr. Lopez? And you should have a report, Judge.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
One more, Your Honor. On September 6, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault at a residence in Harris County, Texas. Officers made contact with the complainant. The complainant was picking up a DoorDash order, returned to her vehicle, and removed an empty cup and placed it on the floor in the parking lot. The complainant stated that the defendant grabbed the cup, threw it back inside the vehicle, and the complainant placed the cup outside the vehicle once more, and the defendant grabbed the cup, placed the rock inside, and the defendant threw the cup with the rock at her, striking the left side of her face, causing pain. The complainant stated the defendant grabbed her windshield wiper and the two engaged in a verbal altercation. The complainant states the defendant grabbed a handgun from his vehicle, held it by his waistband, but did not point it at the complainant. The complainant stated that the complainant stated to the defendant that she was enrolled in a police academy, was calling 911, and that's when the defendant left the scene.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Understand?
Yes, sir.
See that there's no bond set now.
Correct.
You guys want to do?
It's just a misdemeanor, Judge. We're looking at 500 to 1,000.
Okay. What do you think?
We're gonna post to 1,000.
Okay. We'll set it at 1,000. Do you have any open cases now? Are there any open cases now? All right, I will give you a PR bond now, but I'm going to tell you, Mr. Lopez, this is it. I'm not going to give you another one. You violate conditions, do something you're not supposed to. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public in every single manner, however I can. So beware that we have eyes on you now. Any false move, we're just going to put you in jail. You understand? You know, you're lucky. One false move with that gun, because it's very tempting. You could be hit with a second-degree felony. God forbid someone else didn't have a gun. I was reading a report yesterday or a couple of days ago where same kind of deal, two people getting at it, one blew the other away. dead. You never know who's on the other end of that argument and whether they have a gun or not. Got to be careful. Life's way too short for this. For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll get you with pre-trial for your bond and your paperwork, and then we'll have you sign your bond conditions, and then you'll be on your way. You have a lawyer, so we will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with J.A.s, and she'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're gone or you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Pick up a new case, violate conditions, same thing. Do you have any questions? Just be nice. It's not hard, you know? All right, guys, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Jan.
May I be excused?
Yes,
Judge, did you set the bond?
1,000, granted a PR bond, and then no contact and no weapon. So if you can file that, please.
Okay. How Yes.
Hi.
Hi, I have Carol Ramirez. We're set for an update today. She does have her ankle monitor on. She's registered with IOP. She has orientation tomorrow and she starts Saturday.
Okay. Was there anything else that was supposed to happen?
I'm sorry?
She was supposed to be finished with SOP and now registering and for IOP, right? Wasn't that?
No, she had to start, it's IOP first and then SOP. So she has to do IOP.
Weeks ago.
No. We were here
It was not
too long ago. I can pull her up, Judge. Do you have Carol Ramirez? Oh, never mind.
I'll pull her up.
If you get there before me. I'm pulling her up, Judge. She's the one, Judge. I don't know if you remember
No, I
that.
remember everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have here on 9/13, this is when we amended the agreement to do the 3 days and then scram upon release and do IOP and SOP. That was 9/13.
Yes, and you told her by the time she comes back, she has to be registered, which she is. She has orientation on Thursday and she's starting on Saturday. That's what I have.
Shatori, we're talking about Carol Ramirez.
Talked to her, she had a visit with her officer, and at that point, she wasn't registered. She just sent me over the company she registered with. So I'm gonna call them. and-
She's still pushing it. Still pushing it. I mean,
She goes on Thursday.
same thing. It's over and over. It's come up, Miss Ramirez. I don't understand why you are still pushing your luck. You were supposed to register immediately upon doing the 3 days as a condition. When did she do the 3 days, please?
September 20th is when she went in. And that Monday, I think it reinstated her, Judge.
Yes, Judge, it was September 20th.
She did, she was released on when, the 21st?
The 23rd. 23rd is when she was released. She was
Released the 23rd. She was supposed to register immediately, starting the IOP. And what day did she register?
Yesterday.
Says her probation officer told her she had a month.
I told you here what you were supposed to do. I'm tired of playing this game, Andrea.
At least
I'm
she's
tired of playing this
registered.
game. It's
Mr.
like,
Sapien?
you know, when this is what happens when you're too nice. It's over and over. People take advantage of you like crazy. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks for her to sign up for IOP, Andrea. 4 weeks.
Can you, since she's already registered?
No, I mean, I'm done with this. I'm just, what?
Let her see if she goes, if she attends. I don't have there's not much that I can say. I don't have much to stand on,
She
but
doesn't take us seriously.
hoping that you will allow, since she's already registered, You'll allow
Let's
it?
do this. Let's do this.
Because she has an ankle monitor on. That's on. It's
I'm
on.
gonna send her for a drug test right now. I want to see what if anything that she's gonna test positive for. And then right now, I want to send her for a test. And then I guess we'll talk when she comes back, because first things first, I want to know if she's clean. If she's not clean, it's over. That's it. But if she's clean, then we'll talk about how we go further.
They
But,
send her back here.
uh,
How long? So I know how to manage everything else. that
I
I
have your cell phone, right?
Yes.
I'll text you when she comes back.
Okay.
And I don't know. Just take a seat for me, man.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Andrew. Hunter.
Hey, Judge. I am approaching on Martinez. I'm sorry?
On bond or because
Oh, he's on bond.
Page 15 and 16.
Elias Martinez.
Yes. We just settle him for trial. I already spoke with DVD.
Oh, you spoke with, okay, perfect.
Sure. Just pick a November, Tuesday in November, whatever Tuesday you want.
Okay.
Game.
Thanks,
Okay, sure.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, bud.
Hey, I've got an Issa Abasi on the docket.
Page 1.
Okay.
So we've got him, we had his TRAS done. We've got the DWI PTI contract ready. He's got an appointment on Friday to get his interlock installed. And then as soon as we send proof that that's in the car to the DA, you should have the supervision order ready to
Has
sign.
he paid the DA fee?
That's one more thing he has to do, but shouldn't take him more than a couple of days to do that.
What day do you want next week? You want to do Monday, Tuesday?
Monday's fine with me, Judge.
Is that enough time, you think?
Yeah, his appointment's Friday morning to get the interlock, and I'm sure
Okay.
it won't take him long to pay that fee.
Okay, so, all right, we're good. We'll set you up for that Monday then, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, man, have fun. Okay, counsel, hi, you ready?
Morning, sir.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, I'm here on Jerome Durham.
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't get the page number, sir.
It's okay.
And he was sent for a UA, I think.
Correct. Great. Mr. Durham, come up.
Seems to reach what we consider an acceptable agreement with the state, subject to the court's approval. And I understand that you'll want TRAS part of that. And
Do you want to do the PTI agreement?
I'm sorry.
PTI?
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be that yet. We're subject to the TRAS.
What do you want to do?
Well, she was telling me that you had a condition for TRAS, and that's why I'm.
Probation or for
Yes, sir,
what?
probation.
Okay, it's up to you
I just
guys.
wanted to- You had him in the box and all that. I just want to make sure that.
So, well, the only thing I'm going to advise you, Mr. Durham, is that you're on bond in this case. It's old, and now you have a bond violation for missing a drug screening. I will give you a pass today, but this is the only one I'm going to give you. If you ever miss another drug screening and they call you to go take a test and you fail to go, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? You were expected to abide by the bond conditions like everybody else, and when they tell you to go test, you have to go. If you fail to go, then
Yes, sir, and I did apprise him of that.
I'm not going to give you any more passes. This
Yes,
is the
sir.
only get out of jail free card you get.
Thank you, sir.
It's up, if you guys want to do a probation now, we can do it now, and he can just do the TRAS as part of the probation, or you can do the TRAS first, whatever you guys would like to do. I'm amenable to each.
He's a good guy that got in a bad spot, nothing that'll really help.
Okay, it's up to you, however you guys would like to handle it. I'm game with whatever you'd like.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it.
Sure.
We'll do the TRAS first.
You want to do the TRAS now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since he's here, we might as well send him now. That way we
Yes,
can
sir.
kill two birds with one stone.
Yes, sir.
This is an evaluation to see what kind of conditions they would place on you for being on a DWI probation. So that way you kind of are informed of what to expect entering into the probation. if you didn't want to do the probation, you'd have to do another offer. You'd either accept a jail time offer or we would set up a trial. So those are the three different options that you'd have. And I don't know what kind of jail time offer they would give you. That's on them, but
Yes, sir.
subject to us accepting it, of course. But
Yes, sir.
this way, this would give you kind of a look into what requirements you would need to do to successfully complete a probation. So
Yes, sir. We appreciate it, Judge.
since you're here, there's no better time to send you now. And then, so what we'll do after that, we'll set you off after today, 3 weeks to give you time to get the TRS back, and then we can talk about how to go forward.
Yes, sir.
Don't miss any more. Okay.
We won't do it. Thank you so much. We
Take care.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Judge, can I, I can wait.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna be
I
gone.
have Miss Alvarado who went and got a drug test. I was just speaking with pretrial services. She did pass.
Great. Negative? Ms. Alvarado? Great, that's her. Good job.
And Judge, just so the court knows, we do have a PTI that she's gonna accept, and so we should be resolving this case soon.
Good job. Good. You're on your way to getting this thing dismissed. All you got to do is just a couple things here, and then they'll dismiss this case. All right. So Hunter, it's on you, whatever you
That's
guys
it.
like. to
Thank
do.
you.
Okay. Good luck, man.